LNL. LNL. Woo, woo, woo. LNL show. It's hot, 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 taste it hot. I'm ready. LNL. Let's go. Love and Live show. Motivation speakers. Positive affirmation. Tune in every week. We need a Monday family meeting. Always relationship advice on Wednesday so you don't go creeping. Thursday game time. Come in and unwind. Friday night shout out time. Creators grind and shine. Pop up at the pop up. Shop up at the shop up. Get your bond.com seasons for your potluck. Tropical morning for your royalty. Love and Live empire bringing all the heat. Heat. It's time to turn up. You wanna taste that heat? Try to taste the heat. Hot sauce, that sweet heat is banging like this beat. Chocolate burning, love, mild watermelon. Heat. Dynamite's the truth. Have you favorite nephew? Lenora. She know it's the truth. Chris. Everybody love Chris. Love and Live show.
It's the love and live show. It's the love and live show.
Love and Live.
It's the love and live.
We be laughing, having fun.
Get up and stay. Love and live. Get up and stay. Love and live.
Love and Live. Each day as if it was your last.
The love and live show.
Yep. This is Love and Live Shots.com.
Love and Live show. We've been make up a quick song for you, Love and Live show. We just gotta come up with a song for Love and Live show.
Okay.
How can we do it? You know, like a sitcom show.
The Love and Live show.
No. It's not.
Oh yeah.
Love and Live show. Love and Live show. I don't know. What do you think? We gotta come up with ideas to give us a song for.
The Love and Live show.
Okay, she ready. She waiting.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay. Yo.
No. Love.
Okay.
Love and Live show.
Okay.
Love and Live show. Love and Live show. Love and Live show.
Okay, my rap.
Here we go.
My rap.
Love and Live show.
That's all I know.
Sweet custom creation. Sweet custom creation.
They call me, I'm a custom creation from changing the nation. I'm a doula by nature, bringing birth to this nation. Create custom apparel, baby, drinkware, jewelry, stationery, and 420 gaming. Got my crown on my head and my Timbs on my feet, bringing New York City.
I like this beat. Okay, girl, y'all ready? Let's get it together. This is our time. Yes! All right now. Yes! The Love and Live show. The truth and real for the how you feel. All right. The Love and Live show. The truth and real for the how you feel. Come to me for a advice about your family and friends to your husband and your wife. I can tell you about mine and what's been applied. So stay tuned and buckle in for the ride. My past experience are for your ears to hear. I'll tell you tales from my past year. May do a review on some beauty products. You can catch me on the stream when the grease is popping.
And the Miss Show, the true, the real, to tell you how you feel.
Okay.
The Love and Live Show, the true, the real, to tell you how
Here
you
we
feel.
go. When the road is bumpy and everything is tricky, gotta live and love and show it on the daily. You do your thing and I'll do mine. No judgment here, there's only love on my mind. It's not always right, some things are not easy. We can toss and turn until we make it easy. Keep a smile on your face and encourage one another. We only live one life, so we gotta love each other.
Love and Live Show, the true, the real, to tell you how you feel.
Oh yeah.
The Love and Live Show, the true, the real, to tell you how you feel.
The lesson we learn won't stop or block us. We're all on the path, so let's get to walking. Live and love each day as your last. It's funny how time can flash. This is your life, so you better live it. If you really want something, work hard to get it. Join me on my journey and watch the show. We'll do it one more time, but by now you should know.
The Love and Live Show, the true, the real, to tell you how you feel.
Yeah.
The Love and Live Show, the true, the real, to tell you how you feel.
Okay, okay.
The Love and Live Show, the true, the real, to tell you how you feel.
That's right, girl.
The Love and Live Show, the true, the real, to tell you how you feel.
We out.
Welcome in, everyone. How you guys doing?
Woo-hoo-hoo.
How are you guys? You got this all extra close up on you.
I was all up in my face.
All right.
Hey,
Welcome in, everyone.
everybody.
Welcome in. All right,
How y'all
starting.
doing?
Start from the top. You already know. When you go to the shop,
You go to the
you
store.
gotta ask this one question:
Do
Is
you
do you
accept
my boy
E-Money?
E-Money? You know he's on the beat. What's going on,
Yeah,
E-Money? Welcome in.
E-Money on the beat.
Welcome in. We got
E-Money on
E-Money
the
in the
beat.
building. He's in the establishment. All right.
Yes, he is.
For our next bunch, you know, we gotta praise God. Let's get another lesson. That teacher lesson. Yeah, we got praise God. We got life at the Logans. What's going on? What's going on? How you doing? How you doing? Okay. You already know you got your coffee.
I got my
You know
coffee.
who it is. We got TLM Coffee, my Taurus sister in the building. What's going on?
Yes.
What's going on?
Yes, y'all.
All right, he called himself the Virgo King.
Oh.
We got Bubba
Bubba
007
007
Hall. Bubba 007 Hall is in the building.
Yes, he
All right, he is.
Yes, he
All right.
is.
We got Miss Ann.
Miss
All right.
Ann.
We got Miss
Miss
Ann's
Ann's
face.
face.
What's going on? How
She
you
said I'm
doing?
doing a silent watch, girl. Go
Welcome
ahead. We
in,
loud
welcome
for
in,
you. You ready? Not
welcome
be silent.
in.
We loud for you.
All right, that's who we have in the building so far.
Yes.
All right.
I just want to say, I just thank everybody who came last night. Eli is supposed to be posting. Did you post it?
Oh, I didn't even post it.
Mm.
I didn't
The
even
winners
post
of last night. Because we had to do our winnings of last night. We had so much fun.
Yes, we did.
We
a
had a lot of fun. So we
whole
are
lot
ready.
of fun. Whole lot of foolishness, whole lot of fun.
And I mean, we gave out big bucks yesterday. I mean, it was the big bucks.
Exactly.
You know?
It was
And
huge.
It was huge,
It
you
was
know.
a very eventful day.
So for the people that didn't make it last night, we're sorry you missed out on a big, huge bucks.
We got somebody in the building. It's not just indie gaming.
Oh,
It's our boy, Cool Gamer. How you doing, Cool Gamer? Bubba said, "Do I smell food? I don't know. Do you smell
No,
food?"
you don't smell no food. Put your nose on the brake.
Logan said, "How did I miss that?" Well, it was a little bit of a late live, so
I was supposed to do
You
a
know.
4:30 Pacific Standard Time, but we actually, the time flew by that I didn't realize it was past 4:30.
Yeah.
So then we did it like at 6 something at night.
mhm.
So that's probably what you probably were like, well, I'm going out and put the kids to bed. They got school. in the morning. I ain't got no time with all this foolishness.
Exactly. But we were on yesterday
Yeah,
for
we
a
was
brief
on last
moment.
night. I
We
had to
did
keep my word.
some
and be
games and giveaways. We had a good time over
safe.
there.
We had so much fun. It was
Yeah.
really good. And it was our first one, just like a real we gonna pop up and do a giveaway. It was planned.
Yeah.
So that was really, really fun for the last week. But
What did
today,
you just say? That was really fun for what?
I don't know.
Okay.
You know my brain. Why do you try to? You're not trying to embarrass me because you know everybody knows I'm crazy,
listen,
and
listen.
I can't. My mind goes too fast.
I'm not trying to embarrass you. I really wanted to know what you were saying.
No, you didn't.
You want to know why I wanted to know?
Why?
Because I didn't know if you said for this week or for this whatever. I don't know what the blank was, so I'm over wrapping my brain around. I'm like, this what? Say that one more time. But
I don't
anyway,
know how many times we're gonna do it, but it was fun doing it.
We got people in the building. We got the Robertson family.
The Robertson family.
Robertson fam, how you doing? Welcome in. 𝒮𝑚unny says, hey fam, I'm actually driving, just checking in. I'll keep you running. Shout out to everyone in the chat.
That's right. That's my 𝒮𝑚unny, y'all.
Bubba say, yeah, they cheated him out of a prize.
No,
fake news. Oh no, he won, and you was like, no, he's not gonna be able to do that
because he gets the stuff at the house. He want a hot sauce. He live here with the hot sauce.
Tia says, be safe, 𝒮𝑚unny.
Yes, be safe, 𝒮𝑚unny. That's right, Tia.
Oh snap! We got somebody. We got somebody who gives you the damn life. You know, the everyday of what? The everyday life of an OCD-ish chick.
Oh, ish.
Yes.
OCD-ish.
Yes.
Chick.
Yes.
I missed the ish.
Yes.
I apologize.
Can't forget the ish.
Welcome in the everyday life of an OCD-ish.
Miss OCD is in the building.
Chick.
All right. Tia, you know, she said, so love and live. So New York is going against the Hawks. Okay.
Tia,
New York
we're
is
not
going
doing
against
that.
the Hawks.
And Hawks gonna beat New York. It's just what it is. It is what it is. Deal with it. Tia. I got my coffee. I'm in a good mood today. I made this. It's better than Starbucks. What's it called? The Rock coffee?
Black Rock.
Black Rock coffee. I don't even know if you guys have Dutch Bros. It's better than all that. I'm doing good, huh? You should have Dutch Bros. You in Seattle, so yeah, you should have Dutch Bros.
So we're here with the relationship advice.
Yes, and we got questions. Put it in.
Yes,
if not, I'm already on it.
Yes, she's already on.
Unlike Eli, I'm on it. Wait, first
she's
let's ask
already
Eli.
on.
Do you have any questions, Eli?
I actually did have one question, but that's all, you know.
Well, I'm gonna let you start off with your one because I'm always starting on with mine.
With the full, you know, question like I'm supposed to. You know, I'm supposed to have a lineup of 3.
Yeah, you don't never have your 3.
Extremely unprepared, but the Robertson family had to ask, you know, is that a newborn?
Well, yes, it is.
Yes.
He's
less than a month old.
Yeah, he's about a month. He's hitting a month.
Yes, less than a month. Oh, snap. We got our boy. We got the man. Steve Gilmore. What's going on? He said he tapping in.
Hey, tap on in.
Welcome in, Steve Gilmore. All right.
So
Tia says, so you against me any money is what you're saying.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Because you against me.
Yeah, she did say not today.
Don't try to play me. Don't play with my yo. Don't try to play me out. That's for all the old schools in the chat. That's for the old schools in the chat.
Life at the Logans came through. We got to praise God.
Yes.
All right. We got a lot of people who have this question. This is a very, I wouldn't say controversial topic.
Okay.
But I feel like it is a topic that, you know, a lot of people have opinions about. Okay, we got Logan saying, how do you feel about intercourse before marriage?
Ooh, that's a good question. Okay, so let me explain. So I don't want nobody, you know, trying to get on me and act like that. I had sex before marriage. I know it's a shock. Not with my husband this time. Not with the husband I got this time. He had to wait. But I did have sex before marriage. But so I just gonna put it out there. So I don't want nobody thinking I'm judgmental because I'm not. But I do believe, from my personal experience, from my knowledge, I think it's way better to wait to have sex before you get married. Do not have sex before marriage. Because I think it's more of they are really into you as who you are, and it has nothing to do with sex. Because sex makes a relationship great and it's really good. But I think it is one of those things that if you can wait before marriage, I think it's even better. And I think it makes a connection even better because
you have an actual connection, and then it's not a sexual connection.
Yeah, it's an actual
pure connection.
Yes. And then a lot of people go ahead and try to do it before thinking, oh, I'm going to be with this person for the rest of my life. And then they have sex with that person and they ain't with them for the rest of life. Then you just got these numbers building up. And back in my day, and probably back in Chastity, your day too, honey, it didn't look good for women to have sex with a whole bunch of men.
Yeah, most certainly.
So nowadays they don't really
It don't
care.
matter. It don't
But
matter.
I'm just saying, for me, I felt when I waited with my husband now, to me, when our relationship, he knew it wasn't easy to get me. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So he had that, I think it also gave him that sense of security of saying, she's not that type of woman that's going to give it up, because she didn't give it up to me. Period.
Exactly.
Even when we got engaged, she wasn't giving it up. Even after we got married, Chris will tell you, he gets mad to this day. He had to wait 3 or 4 days afterwards, after we got married. So, before we did anything. So I think it just brings a stronger bond and connection to it. But there's a lot of people who had sex before marriage and they're doing really good too. So it doesn't knock on them. But like, I try to teach my daughter, because, everybody talks about, just getting one of these or diseases, but there's a mental issue that happens when you have sex too that people don't understand, especially for women. But I'm gonna even say nowadays, even the men are very emotional when they have sex too. So it's one of the things I would wait.
Most certainly. Piggybacking off of that, I feel like, in saying that, understanding all the things that come with it, but more importantly, you see a lot of people where the relationship has no value, but all they're staying connected for is that one reason.
Yep.
And if you want an actual meaningful, long-lasting relationship, what's the what's the problem today?
Chris, shut up.
He had to make a comment. He said, it was a long 4.5 days, 4.5. He was not feeling that one. But yeah, when it's before marriage, I feel like it does, like she said, it takes away from the overall connection. So a lot of people, you don't really know what the problem is today. You're like, oh, is it this? What is my true feeling? Do I want him because of this? Do I want him because he's actually the one? Yada yada. Just clear up a lot of confusion for yourself and just try to hold out.
Yeah, because
stay strong.
I'm gonna tell you, when I used to make when I was having sex before marriage, and I used to make guys wait, I see that they respected me a lot more waiting, and our relationship was more on a better relationship than most of the relationships that they had with other females, because they waited. But I was just thinking, I probably would have been married a lot faster and had a stronger relationship in the beginning if I would have just waited. And I probably wouldn't have never had to worry about the first husband to coming down to the second husband. You know what I mean? Because the first husband really didn't last that long. That's what you know. But like I said, it's to each his own. There's people been married for a long time and have had sex before marriage. I personally, when it comes to my kids or anybody, I tell people, wait, you want to make sure they really want you for you, not because it was good. And why let them have your whole you before you even got it on a piece of paper? Mm-hmm. Like, I don't want you to have all of me and then I get thrown away, and then I have to start all over with somebody else to have all of me again, and I keep constantly giving all of me. And a lot of women give all of themselves constantly over and over and over and over again.
Really
that is ridiculous, and it builds up, and then there's going to be this one good man, and he's going to have to deal with all the time that woman has given herself up to that man over and over and over again, and it's not his fault. But he's going to endure a lot of crap because of that. And you see movies of it, and you see how they fake-defy the movies. Oh, he broke the barriers, and now they're living happily ever after. No. and no, it don't work like that. Our emotions keep building, and a lot of times we do not wait till the relationship is over to heal. And before we get into another relationship, we ain't even healed yet from that relationship. So, my opinion. Y'all can say something now.
Oh, my goodness.
I said that.
Oh, my. Okay. All right. With that being said, Steve Gilmore, he said shout out to everyone in the chat.
Hey.
All right. Tia said, well, the Hawks are winning, and, they're winning and losing right now. And you see New York is well ahead of the Birds, okay? So that's what she had to let you know. New York is they're the ones flying.
The only reason New York is going to beat the Birds right now is because it's cold in New York. And our wings get a little heavy from that freezing rain and all that they be having in New York. But if they come on our turf, we'll be all right. Because we can handle regular rain. We just don't do that ice and snow crap that they got in New York. Okay? Let's get real with the conversation.
Oh, that's real with the conversation.
Yeah. Don't try me.
Mother Earth Consultant is in the building.
Welcome in.
Saying hello to everyone. And, the Logans, they said, I have to commend you for waiting, fam. You know?
It was a hard thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember, I'm going to tell you, my husband was like, we was planning the wedding and I was really, really stressed. And I remember he said, you just want to get married next year? Next year? Who waiting till next year? Like, you want me to be celebrating for a whole nother year? Oh, y'all tripping for real.
Oh, wow.
Oh, no. We ain't doing all that. We ain't got to have no big wedding.
Oh, wow.
Yes, we didn't have no big wedding.
Oh, wow.
I'm being truthful.
Some people get on live streaming.
I'm just being truthful. Because sometimes, you got to let people know the truth so they understand.
Logan said, you want to wait till next year?
Yeah. Like, who's going to hold on for next year? And Chris said, he had women I always said, we ain't having sex till marriage. And then they'd be like, you ready to do it? So I think Chris was waiting for me to say, you ready to do it? And I'm like, no. So he proposed. He probably thought he was getting something that night.
You didn't have to do him like
he
that.
He getting that. What did he say 4.5 days later?
You didn't have to do him like that's a sad time. That's really a sad time.
Woo!
At that point, when you did him like that, he was like, I don't really care. I'll wait till next year. when that happened?
No, because when we went to Vegas, he was like, you are not leaving this room. I was like, oh, dang. I never been to Vegas. He said, well, I ain't never been married.
All right. The Robertson family, they have a big question.
Okay,
all right.
I'm ready.
But Tia says, how you leave a relationship if they love the Hawks?
What? Tia, go find out. How you don't live in a good relationship when you love the Hawks? You know
my God.
The Hawks is making us a relationship strong and lasting, okay?
Oh, Logan said, fam, you know he was ready.
He wouldn't let me go see Vegas or nothing.
All right. Okay, the Robertson family has a big question. Okay. All right. How do you feel about a woman approaching a guy because she likes him? Or are you old school and the man shall approach the woman? I've been with my husband for 20 years and he had approached me.
I'm so old school. I really am, like, to the fullest. I'm one of those old schools that I didn't call them in, that you had to call me. And if you called me and I was doing something and I said, I'll call you back, that was the only time I called you back. But I was never the one. My mom always taught me a man should be chasing a woman. That's just what it is. And I prefer it that way because I want to make sure that he wants me, because women are usually the more vulnerable in the relationship.
Yeah.
And growing up, I've had so many friends that was dating guys and then they thought they was in this relationship. And I heard men say it all the time. I didn't ask you to be my woman. Mm-hmm. So they was thinking they was together and the man was like, I ain't never told you that.
Exactly, yeah.
So, I'm always about that. Now, women approach, I used to flirt to get a man to approach me. I'll give him the eyes. I can't flirt now. I look a hot mess trying to flirt now. But, back then, I used to flirt, to get their attention. But if they didn't come, then I just leave them alone. But I'm not really on the verge of saying, hey, how you doing? You want to go out? Because my thing is, one, I'm not paying. So I'm not asking you to go out because I'm not paying.
Exactly.
I don't want to do Dutch, where you split half and I split half. I'm not doing that either. Or I pay for my meal and you pay for yours. And it's not a date. This is a friendship. I can do that with my girls. I want to sit and chill with you unless you're just going to be a best friend of mine. Mm-hmm. I really want a man to change. Now, I understand, like, it's really hard nowadays because there's so many gold digging women and all this other stuff that you don't know the difference. But I want an old school man, an old fashioned man that, to me, it shows me that they appreciate me more than I see now. I don't see men really showing and appreciating the women the way they used to. So women are now always on the fence and not feeling really secure in their relationship nowadays, where back in the day, I always felt secure in my relationship. I didn't have to feel like I needed to check to see how many likes you getting on Facebook on to this other girl. I don't even need to bother that. I don't care. You can like every girl's picture if you want to. It ain't got nothing to do with me because I'm original. I'm not like every other female. And I like that. And I tell my daughter that to this day. It's like, be the unique one out of the bunch. Why be like all these other females? Because if you do, you don't want that guy because he wants all y'all the same. And all he gonna do is put his burdens on you. Well, my ex did this. Well, then why you with me? Go back to your ex. So old school all the way, Robinson. 100%,
Old school.
Old school.
The Robinson
man
family.
Need to go
Old school.
And come up and talk to a woman. A man need to open the doors, and I got a problem with that too. My his mama don't like my son opening the door for, and it irritates my soul because that just shows him respect. I'm gonna make sure you get in the car safe and secure. You are right. I know you know how to open the door for yourself. What is that? What is that today? Well, you don't want a man open the door for you. Even if I don't even know you, I sit there sometimes at the store and I see a man walk in, I wait. Thank you. And I walk in after you. You gonna hold the door open for me. I demand that. And I think that's what's the difference is women don't demand respect from men. They don't. They want to be so much being a man. It's ridiculous. I remember the girls had all the boys holding the door, and all the girls all of a sudden want to hold the door. No, stop trying to be a man. Enjoy a man opening the door for you. Because right now, these probably the only ones that gonna open the door for you nowadays. Because men don't do that no more. They don't even send flowers or roses. And when they take you on a date, they don't offer the stuff to the parents. They used to bring roses to the parents and, bring a beer. And I was like, bring root beer. You young, you can't bring beer. But, what happened to the chivalry, the romance, what happened, y'all? What y'all accepting these days? I can't say you because you said you've been married 20 years. Congratulations, sis. I'm over here 23. We the 20 club. Okay.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, with that being said, right, with the Robinson family saying, how do you feel about the woman approaching? I'm just going to say it's not for me. We had this conversation before, but it's really not for me. If anything, I feel like what a better option is just give some real heavy hints. I mean, not everybody's going to catch on some hints. I know for certain I have not caught a lot of hints. But, be heavy with the hints. Some people aren't settled. Some people are, just naturally heavy with the hints. So it's hard to differentiate. You could be a really nice, generous person. It might be harder for someone to really know if you're interested. But there's some things that you can do. Yeah. Now, if someone did do that, I'm just sorry. I don't know really how I would react in the situation, but I'll be like, let's run this back. Let's do a replay. Yeah, he doesn't really like guys. He doesn't really like girls coming on strong, like throwing their sexuality at him, like all you want from him is sex. He don't like that. We be having a conversation. I'll be cracking up, but we be having conversations about that, and that's what I love about my nephew is that he don't want girls throwing it. He's ducking and dodging from girls are throwing, and that's what I've been telling all my boys to do. Stop. If they throw it, run from it. Because you ain't the first one they throwing it at. Old school's the right way, y'all. All right. Yes. Life of the Logan said, open the door for me. You got to. Exactly. That's right, Chastity. But I don't know if I'm saying your name right, but Lativia Smith. Welcome in, Lativia Smith. Thank you. Lativia. I'm not sure. You got to make sure I get it right. I'm going to call you Lativia until you correct us. Yeah, she says she's new here. She's showing love from the Robinson family. I have a question. Thank you, Robinson family. How do you feel about age gap? I am older by 4 years of the guy that I like. All right, I'm going to say this. All right, here I go. Age gaps. What you got right there is not a huge gap. All right. Age gap to me. That's very, very common, very casual. You usually just see it the man instead of the woman. But it's not a problem. It also matters about age, I feel, when it comes to an age gap. If you with someone who is, if you're not, let's see. If you're not in your 20s, your mid-20s, your later 20s or something like that, then that'd be something you could worry about because they might not have the same maturity. And that's up for you to deal with. But I feel like when it comes to an age gap, unless it's like 10 years or something like that, or over 10 years, I feel like it's cool. Now, me personally, I don't know how far I would go up, but I'm not gonna go too far down. But it's 2 years on. How do you feel about the age gap?
Well, 4 years to me is not an age gap,
It's not
regardless
a
if it
gap.
goes versus girl or male, because it really not. We're still in the same like time zones. And,
Yeah, it's like
level and stuff like that.
generational
and it really
too.
depends
It's
on
the
their
same.
maturity.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But like I told y'all before, like if Chris passed away and I had to be in another relationship, I wouldn't want to be in another relationship, but I probably would date some 21-year-olds. But Eli tells me no. But I don't really go. I don't really care. Like long as you're of age, not really 21. I'm just joking. But long as you're of age to be with that person and there's a true maturity level for that person, I really don't have a problem as long as it's a true relationship. Like you respect the person you love them. You're not just with them to be a gold digger or be, taking advantage of an older person or like that. And that's why I say I don't even think of it. Your situation is bad. Enjoy it and don't worry about the little 4-year age gap because it's really that little.
4-year age gap is really nothing.
It's not. It's nothing. It's just funny because people gonna tease you more because you're the female.
Yeah.
But
I feel like even some of that stigma is kind of wearing off.
Well, we tease just to tease. Yeah. I'm just saying, I would tease you just to tease because I ain't got nothing else to do.
Oh, we got the best in the building.
Uh-oh.
The best uni is here. Welcome in.
Uni.
How you doing, uni? Nice seeing you in here.
But right. I don't think that's a really age gap issue. I don't. I think it's perfectly fine. No. But if it's bothering you, stop it.
Because you don't want to burden you don't want to burden the other guy with that as well. If you're feeling like, oh, I'm just so uncomfortable with the age.
Yeah, and don't be
it's not a big deal. Now, what I do feel like is a problem when it comes to age gaps, and it's always something that I think about, is the generational difference, right? So say we've got your mentality, right? You're very old school. Then you have someone who's growing up with the newer generation. Yeah. If you guys have a kid, how does that clash? You guys are going to be constantly on the fence about certain things. And it's just kind of a weird thing that I feel like
it's really just again the maturity. Like you guys, a lot of people, what they don't do when they're in a relationship is they don't talk. That's why I think, like when we talk about the conversation earlier, sex before marriage, I think it's one of those things the whole lot because it makes you communicate, it makes you talk more to get into depth because it don't matter if you're the same age with somebody or older or younger. You guys might have a different thought process on how to raise your kids or how you want your stuff in. But if you don't talk about it and have that wise communication with each other and listen to each other and understand each other, you're gonna always have issues. But don't let people teasing you or you don't let your subconscious stop you from enjoying what you have. Because really enjoy what you have. Like I tell people in a relationship all the time, you're not having fun in your relationship, then let it go.
Yeah, that's true. Completely.
I'm having fun in my relationship, and I'm married 23 years to the same crazy man that's in the room all the time. And we have fun all the time. It's just what it is. And we don't have to spend a lot of money to have fun. Shoot, we don't spend money at all having fun. But, it is what it is. Just enjoy your life.
Now, Logan said in response, it said 4 years it's not that bad. Now, if you had said like 20, okay, that might be a different situation. Oh, Logan's also said, if I was a guy, yeah, because she's acting up talking about she's going to be in the street.
A 24-year-old.
Yeah, she's tripping.
Like rocking and rolling.
Logan said, if I was a guy, I'd be mad if a girl kept throwing it at me. Like, man, go get some morals and come back. I mean, I'm not going to say a lot of people have that mindset as a guy because, hey,
nobody wants to hear about it all the time.
Yeah. Robertson family said, I'm 3 years older than my husband.
See, and they've been married 20 years. So, girl, please enjoy your life, girl. Enjoy it.
Mother Earth said communication is so important.
It is. Communication is important, y'all. And I hear that all the time. But please remember with that communication that's important. Understanding and listening has to go with it. If you're not listening and understanding, communication means nothing. Because I can communicate all the time. Eli does not listen to me.
Oh, don't even. Okay, anyway. I don't know how I done came to the picture.
Because you don't listen. We talk about it all the time.
See, and this was the message I have to agree with here. We have Bubba 007 Hall said, I'm not crazy. You're making me this way. Now, when he communicated that, I feel like he was speaking for both of us at the same time here. Whether communication is very important in all relationships.
Yes, in every relationship. What did Best Uni say?
Best Uni. She said, I want a husband.
Girl.
She want a husband. And she also said congratulations.
Oh.
Maybe it's because your child that you
This is not my child. This is my glam baby. This is when you spoil the kids and give them back.
Oh boy.
We don't do babies anymore. We spoil, give back. Chris told me 20 million times. Every time he see a new kid, he always, I'm gonna have to let you go. You keep bringing home kids.
Oh my goodness. Robertson family said, you preaching. Now me and my husband talk all the time, but I'm always right.
That's right, girl. You just make him feel like he right sometimes. That's it. Just like
Uni saying, she's saying congratulations on marriage.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yes.
Oh, Logan said, facts. You can't assume you're right. You need to look at the whole picture from both sides. Perspective is a big thing. I feel like a lot of people lose that, and they're so focused on, I want to be right. I am right. This is right. But you got to look at.
You're not communicating.
Exactly. But, in that, you really have to look at the full situation. It's easy to get caught up in that, but you really got to take a step back, assess the situation. Realize
and I think that's the problem that we have. Like, I don't think anybody's ever taught us how to communicate properly. And I think that's why a lot of people can't be in a good relationship, because somebody doesn't know how to communicate, or they both don't know how to communicate. They're not listening. They're not understanding each other. And for me to listen and understand you does not always mean I agree with you.
Yeah.
I listen to what you said. I understand what you're saying. I still believe in what I'm saying, but I get what you're saying. And we agree to disagree. And that's what that word means. People say that.
Yeah.
They go, we'll agree, disagree. Yeah, that means they still weren't listening.
Yeah,
the way they said it,
And I feel like it's truly that understanding to agree to disagree. You're not gonna be. You don't want the perfect person. You like the person that's exactly like you, which is not perfect. Like you. It's not the perfect person. You don't want the person that's exactly like you. If that was the case, then why are you even with that person? You might as well be with yourself.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, we cannot handle people like ourselves. And the best way for me to tell you why you can't handle people like yourself, this is the best way.
Mm-hmm.
So, and this really works for people who are parents. Your child that acts just like you, that child gets on your last nerve. Now, that child is probably identical to who you are. Mm-hmm. So why do you think you want a man to act like you? Or a woman to act like you?
One easy way, if you don't have kids, right? Think of all the things you complain about other people doing. Most of the time, you be doing some of them.
You do and they're just so annoying to you. Yes. That's a good way to put that. That was awesome.
Mother Earth says, being an active listener and accepting them for where they are at.
Yeah. You guys understand, we be looking at guys and girls to be these perfect people, and they're not. They're gonna make mistakes, but a lot of things that we hesitate to do is allow the people to make mistakes. And that was one of the things I said that I did wrong in my first marriage, is I was more like his mother instead of letting him make the mistakes and he fall on the behind. But in my head and in my mentality is I don't want to go through that again. I did that when I was single by myself. I don't want to go through that struggle again. So I caught myself doing it with Chris. And then God just said, stop it. This is why listening to God is really important. He said, stop it. So I stopped. But so Chris made a lot of bumps and bruises on himself. And I just sat there. So then when he made those bumps and bruises, he had to figure the way out. Let's give it to Chris. He had to figure it a way out by himself, because I wasn't helping, because he needed to learn, which made him learn how to be a better husband to me and made me understand what submitting truly meant. And it wasn't what we have in our mind, it was submitting it, because we just think, oh, we submit, we don't have a say, we don't have an opinion. But sometimes you just gotta use your wisdom to say, I need to shut up and let him do it. What are he gonna do? We gonna be in this house without electricity. Well, now he's gonna have to figure out how to get the electricity back on. And I sat there like this. Well, I'm gonna go to my mom's house, call me when the electricity back on, because I don't know what you want me to do. Because I was trying to prevent it before. I said it once, and now I'm gonna let you make your mistakes. because I already been there, already done that. You know what I mean? And as women, we are very overprotective, and they're like, I don't want you to go through that. But they need to go through it to be the perfect person for you, because they need to know how you are, understand you, and handle you. And I think we lose sight of that. If you understand, just say yay or nay, because I'm because my brain goes faster than my mouth sometimes. Uh, Mammy's here said, hold on. All friend jumping in before I leave my kids in 15 minutes. I can't miss these lives. Thank you, sweetie. Thank you. Yeah, if you have a question you want us to answer, just let us know. Because that is it. But yeah, I just think like I see a lot of people when they're dating, they want way more. Like they want, I'm not gonna say way more because I think I want it way more too. I don't think that's what I want to say. I think we expected more from a man than we're as a woman that we're giving. Like I want you to do this and this and this, but we're not the women to receive this and this and that. So my easy example is I don't like flowers. So Chris sending me flowers is not romantic to me. But I see Joe over there giving Sally flowers, and now I'm saying, why you don't give me flowers? Because you don't like flowers? Like, we do silly, stupid stuff like that. Know what you like and accept what you like. Like, don't deny when a guy is really trying to prove himself to you, put him down because he didn't do it the way you wanted to do it. Like, my mom's friend gets mad because she tells her husband all these things that she wants for the holidays. And then when he buys everything exactly what she wants for the holidays, she gets mad talking about you didn't put no thought process in it. Because you never had him ever put thought process. He's been doing this for 30 years. I'm not putting thought process and what process into what to get you for for Christmas. Why are we doing it now? We can't do stuff like that and assume that they gonna catch what we give them. They can't read our minds, regardless. I don't care if we are as one, they still can't read our minds. And you probably don't want what they're thinking anyway, because then you're gonna be mad. Well, that's not what I like. You know what I like, but you told me to think of what I thought you would want. So I think sometimes we put a lot of pressure on both. But if the man did that to us as women, we gonna cuss you out. We like, well, sure, this is what I've been doing. Now you want me to change up? I ain't changing up because you don't know what you want. That'd be us. Any other questions? Because Eli got a question. I can't wait to hear this one. Any other questions? I was just running my mouth. I can do that all day on relationship advice. I can run. Y'all do it. I'll say it. Did I welcome you in? Mommy's here.
Welcome in, welcome in.
Yes, welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, so this is life right here. When you become a grandma or grandma, granny or whatever the names you call them, big mamas, all them. This is the good part where you just spoil the kid and send them back to their parents. Loving it. She says some men really don't get it. 27 years and he still gets me stuff I don't want. Yeah, because sometimes that's just not what they're good at. My husband had to go and probably give me exactly what I want because he knows exactly what I want. But I don't think he would know what I want as a gift. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I know Lenora, she wants the such and such and such, and he could go and get me the such and such and such. But as a Christmas gift or a birthday gift, he doesn't know what I want. My daughter does it too. And she's a female. She's them crazy Pisces I was talking about. Yeah, she will give me something, and it's not who I am. It's who she is. But she be so proud about the gifts that she giving me, but it's not me. Like I don't mind it. Like if you just went to the store and bought me this, but as for my birthday gift or my Christmas gift or something, this is not something to me. It's not a thought process that you gave me. And sometimes that's just how men are. They don't know. They could get you regular stuff. They don't know the difference from regular stuff to a personalized gift for you. I can analyze more of a personalized gift for people than I can give you than an everyday gift. Because my goal in life is to see a tear come out your eye. So I don't really care about getting gifts to guys because they won't cry. As many times I try to make a guy cry, they won't cry. You might say, "Oh, is that coffee?" Yes, and I think that coffee got me running my mouth. It got me running my mouth. Everybody, everybody got me running my mouth. Oh, like what the lady said, she about to act up here soon. Well, you know. Oh, he said the love you already know. Okay, y'all don't need to talk about me like that. I'm trying to hold my composure. You know this coffee right here? Ooh, this coffee got me going. It says, uh, we're at the point where I tell him exactly what I want and it's okay. But it took a lot of years to communicate that. Yes, it is. And I think a lot of times it's because we don't want that. We want to be able to say, oh, my husband can go to the store and give me the perfect gift. Yeah, because you see that and then you be like, and you really see it on TV. That's what I say. TV be lying to people and we fall for it. Be happy with the man that you got. Because I remember seeing the one I was telling you, her husband was to fix up the house and he's building, attaching new things to the house. And you look at him and go, oh, I wish he was my husband. I used to call him my husband because, when I was younger, I had a crush on him. So she always be like, you don't do good on your part of this marriage. I know. But when I actually look at him building the house and look at him doing all this stuff, I wouldn't want to be married to him because she out there working, holding up stuff, bringing bricks. I don't want to help you build a house. So we look at other people's relationship, but we don't look at the full gamut of it. Be like, I don't want to do the work. I just want you to build a house. Can I find a man that just build a house and I ain't gotta help? You know what I mean? Because she was bringing in bricks. They was having stories about this, and I've always heard it. But one day God just said, "Listen, pay attention to what she's saying, because you ain't gonna do this." So I was listening. I'm like, "Oh no, I don't want to help." She's like, "Yeah, and I had to get under the thing and hold it up while he's screwing it in. It was all heavy." Oh no, I don't want to do that. That's not what I want to do. you know. So sometimes when we look at other people's marriages or relationships, we get jealous. But understand, you might not want to do the work that that person is doing for the relationship that you're looking at that man that he's doing. You might not want to do what goes with that relationship. So keep that in mind. A lot of people, because we went through some things. Did you hear her? She said it took her 20 years. It took her 17 years. What you say? It took you a long time to get that. Yes, I got my coffee and I made a blended, girl. It's on point. Okay. Remy, yes, I do that. Except we are at the point we pick out our own gift. Hey, to each his own. That's what I'm saying. To each, don't be hating on that. Don't hate on that. My husband now just goes. Was 1 year, and it was probably 2 years ago. 1 year, 2 years, almost 2 years ago. He just said, "What do you want?" And I was on Facebook, and I'm rarely on Facebook. And so I was on Facebook, and I was like, "I want to do resin." I don't know why, but it looks like so much fun. I want to do resin. So he just bought me everything that I needed to do resin, and I got to pick it all out. So all he did was pay for it, and I picked out everything. I put everything in the cart, and he just paid for it. That was like my best gift because it was like I get to do this craft thing, and I don't have to pay for nothing. And he's buying it all, and I love resin. I can't wait to do resin again. But I see resin people doing resin now. They're like, "Dang, I wish I had these skills." But yeah, it's good when you could do that. As I said, your marriage should be the way you make it, not the way everybody else tells you. That's saying that the grass is greener on the other side isn't exactly isn't true. Exactly, the grass is shoot, you gotta, what, to get your grass to stay green. Think about this: you gotta water it, you gotta mow it, you gotta know when to water. You can't water it at 12 in the noon and it's 100 degrees outside because you burn your grass. There's a lot of stuff you gotta wake up at the 5 in the morning to water it, and at night you gotta water it at 10 at night so it doesn't burn. You gotta make sure to get it cut. You might have to add some fertilizer. You gotta get a weeder, and all that to keep your grasses green. So when people are looking at the other side, talking about grass is green on the other side, think about all the work that they had to do to get that grass green. You gonna come over there and you ain't gonna want to do that work. So guess what? The grass ain't gonna be green. I know I'm talking too fast, Lord Jesus. This coffee got me, y'all. It got me. I was trying not to. Yeah, she said, yes. Hold on. Exactly. Mommy's here. Yep. Yeah. I mean, and like I said, we so used to seeing things that we don't see the behind the scenes. That's why, like, when I even see stuff about celebrities and they're talking about celebrities and stuff like that, I don't get into it because I know there's more to the story than we're told or seen. So how do we jump on the bandwagon because somebody's telling you what was seen or heard? And especially when you talk about a relationship, there's always three sides to a story. You got your side, their side, and the truth. And hardly anybody talks about that truth. Big Sean said the grass ain't always greener on the other side. It's green where you water it. Exactly. And if you ain't watering and mowing and making sure it's I got it. You ain't making sure it's green. Guess what? You ain't. That's why I said people want to get in a relationship with people. You know, especially if they look at the husband and be like, I want him, and then they start flirting with the husband to try to get the husband to. But you're not gonna get the same husband that I got. You know what I mean? I tell people that I have Chris. Chris ain't gonna treat you the way he treats me. You're not gonna get the same man that I got. So you can try to steal him all day long. You ain't gonna get what I got. I can't sit there and date Chastity's husband and think I'm gonna get the same man Chastity got. No.
No, you're gonna get a different Deontay.
I'm gonna get a different Deontay. You know what I mean? We work hard for our relationship. I'm not gonna get the same one. And I want to flirt with the Robinson's husband. I'm not gonna get the man that she got. So I think if people can get that in their head, what you see is not what you gonna get.
Mm-hmm.
Chris is made for me because I'm who I am, which makes him who he is. And that goes for everybody. If you have a low down dirty dog as a man, that's what you accepted. That's what you gave him to work with, regardless if you agree with it or not. Now, I'm not going to say nothing about abusers because they sneak in like a thief in the night, so you don't know that they're abusers. They don't just come out and say, boom, I'm an abuser.
They said, tell them, Queen, 10 years strong.
That's right. That's right. You know, I think people miss that. And I wish women and men would understand what you see in somebody else with, you ain't getting that.
Mm-hmm.
We put work in. Like, I put work in with her, Chris, and Chris put work in with me. This was a work in progress, period. You ain't getting the same Chris. Exactly. And you ain't getting the same Lenore. You don't want Lenore. I tell people, you don't want me. Don't do that. Don't do that to yourself.
Mother said relationships take work. You have to be willing to put in the work.
Yeah.
I don't want to be the job anymore. Mm-hmm. Mommy's here saying, if he cheated on his wife to be with you, best believe he's going to cheat on you to be with the next one.
Exactly. And then you're going to be mad and hurt. Like, you got the nerves.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like I see that situation happen a lot. I mean, you see it in movies, but for it to be so prevalent in a movie, you know somebody had to go through it a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
You see, it not even always is the wife. It could be the girlfriend, whatever, but you know, that one person in swoop sense saves the day, they cheat, but end up in a relationship. Mm-hmm. Then when that happens to them, you know, it comes back. It's like such a big surprise, but it's like, how do you think you guys initiated the whole relationship? That part is crazy to me.
And then understand, like, respect each other. And if that man or that woman is not respecting you, then let it go. But if you stay with that man and he's not respecting you or you not respecting him, then it's on both of you. A lot of people want to just put the blame on the other person. It's on both of you because you don't have to do what somebody else does to you. You know what I mean? It always says treat people the way God wants you to treat, you know, how you treat
people the way you want to be
treated.
Thank you. Lover 007 Hall said, yeah, I put in a whole lot of work.
Shut up. Shut up, Chris.
He was working out overtime. He had to pick
I ain't even gonna lie.
He had to pick up a second job.
Ooh, yeah, he did. He had 5 jobs trying to deal with this chick right here. Oh, I was crazy. Like, I didn't even want to, when me and Chris, I didn't even want to date. I mean, I didn't want to date. That's not a lie. I didn't want a boyfriend. And I sure the heck didn't want to be married.
Logan said, put in that overtime.
Yeah, he put in double overtime. He was working hard. I was crazy. Like I didn't care.
He
I
said
was
10
crazy.
jobs.
Exactly.
Mommy's here.
You know, normally I would have probably got mad, but it's true. When he got me, I was done with men. Period. I was like, I don't want to be in a relationship with no man. I don't want to be married. Hey, we just date and you go about your way. I mean, I remember this one guy was like, well, I'm gonna date this other girl since you don't want to be in a relationship. Okay. And I'm gonna date you. Okay. You don't care? Do you think I'm only dating you? Let's get that clear. I thought I made that clear. You know, I'm dating a whole bunch of people because I don't want to be with nobody.
He said he feeling like a Jamaican.
He was a Jamaican. Shit. He had 20 jobs and everything.
Wow.
And had to deal with the whole family.
James Money is in the building.
Welcome
Big
in,
ups to James Money
615.
He's here. He's here. Oh wow, Mother Earth said, "Hey, Mom." Yeah,
that's right.
All right.
She can tell you too. Everybody can tell you I was crazy. I didn't want to I didn't want to be with him. I didn't want a relationship because I no longer have faith in a relationship. And I'm nowhere near Chris's type of woman, and he was nowhere near my type of man. And God put us together, and we are sitting here 23 strong. Not to rub it in nobody's face, not to sit here and act like we just all in the back of it. It took a lot of work to deal with somebody like me, period. It took a lot of work to deal with somebody like Chris, too, but still, I was way worse than Chris, honestly, if I'm going to be honest about it. But I'm just, it is what it is. That's why I get mad when people tell me about somebody else's relationship and be like, they don't have a good relationship. And I'll be like, and this is my answer. Why don't they have a relationship? Oh, they don't get along, or they're this and they're this. And I'll be like, well, are they still together? Yeah. Are they still happy? Yeah. Then they got a perfect relationship. What you talking about? Like, you deal with way more crap than they do, and they married.
Bubba says, say it.
Okay, now you getting too much into it, Chris. You will get a whooping. Sometimes you gotta whoop your man.
Oh, okay. So anyway, this next message on that note was brought to you by YouTube.
I feel so damn important. I go outside and show that I'm styling. I got my crossbody bag, my custom apparel, sun gun for protection, and also face mask. I'm just essential.
Like it's perfect laying down position.
All right. We back. That was just right essential. If you guys have any type of promotional material, hit us up on Instagram, _love_live_show, or love and live life 4 at gmail.com. All right. So
yes.
Yeah.
Any other good questions? Y'all are coming good with these good questions. I'm loving it.
Mom is here to good Lord, time flies when having fun with y'all. It's already time for me to go. Love y'all. Blessings, everyone, and have a beautiful day.
Love you too,
take care.
sweetie. You have a good day. Safe driving.
Thank you for coming through.
Have fun with your children. Be blessed.
Enjoy yourself.
Yes.
Logan said, "Have a great day to you as well."
Exactly.
And Mother Earth said, "Don't forget to hit the like button.
Hit that like button. Smash it down. Go.
All right. So I had the question.
Okay, give us a question.
There's ups and downs to everything, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that go on with us on a personal level.
Yeah.
And we fall in to some bad times. We fall into our depressions, right? And I'm not talking about clinically induced depression. Mm-hmm. You're just depressed. That's your whole disorder. I'm talking about the lows, the seasonal depressions. You might just fall in. You don't even know till after the fact type of situation.
Yeah.
How do you deal with that while being in a relationship?
On
both sides, because for your partner and for
I'm gonna say
you as the partner.
If you're in a relationship, you guys should be so close where you can see it.
Mm-hmm.
And then you just try to encourage them as much as you can.
Yeah.
Don't down them for being in that depression, but encourage and uplift them. Sometimes just a kind word or a massage or just letting them be feeling relaxed with no intentions are great. Sometimes you just need to ask what's going on. You don't seem like yourself. Because sometimes we don't know. I know I went into depression and I did not know I was depressed.
Yeah.
I was so worried about Chris being depressed. I don't think I paid attention that I was depressed. And so the good thing about us is that we just was there to encourage each other. I think we both was in depression at the same time. But he got out of his faster than I got out of mine. But when I realized I was there, it was sorry, just so noise. But the relationship needs nurturing. So even when you're depressed, sometimes you need to water it, get some fertilizer. You need to do that. Speak positive into their life. Understand. Don't be like, well, how long is it gonna be? Nobody supposed to be. Sometimes and sometimes you don't even know that you're there. So that's why I say communication is so needed. Pay attention to your partner's body language, the things, because sometimes they might not know that they're depressed, and you need to be able to give them that comfort and understanding and let them know you're by yourself. So like a woman, when we're depressed, we like to, men do too, hold it in, but we try to fix everybody else's situation to take it off of what we're going through. Where men, they don't even know they're depressed a lot of times. They just need that encouragement, that love. Like, baby, you could do anything. That uplifting. Not where it's so much like, shut up, look at me, I can't do nothing. Nothing's working for me. Just, baby, I'm here for you. No matter what, I got your back. I love you. Make their life a little peaceful. Make their home where they feel safe and comfortable so they can slowly kind of snap out of it. Because literally, I think we put so much more on our men trying to get them to say they're depressed and why they're depressed. And now we're making them more depressed by overly.
Yeah, you're just highlighting so much.
Yes. Like, and men don't like to feel like they're not giving their all. So if you making them feel less than because you're trying to pull it out, stop trying to pull it out. Then better just encourage it and make it a comfort where he could come and talk to you. Because a lot of women out there, I'm gonna just tell y'all, I don't think y'all know this, but y'all not easy to talk to. Y'all say y'all easy to talk to. The words come out your mouth that is easy to talk to. But I've listened to a lot of you women. Y'all not easy to talk to, and if I was a man, I would not talk to you. Make it where it's easy for your man to talk to you and express.
So we got somebody in the building. All right. She kind of been on the low recently. We got Asia in the building. Asia is in the building. She said, "Hey, I'm editing, and I just saw you live."
Hey, said, "Hey, y'all. I miss you. I miss you."
Thank you for coming through, Asia. It's nice seeing you. We was actually just talking about you today.
We were. I was like, "Oh, after this live, I had to call Asia." I ain't heard from Asia in a while.
It's nice seeing you come on through.
Yeah.
All right.
So, but yeah, we need to encourage each other, especially our men.
Logan said on that topic, find a love language and really fulfill it.
Oh, yeah.
And Mother Earth said, showing genuine concern is always good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And one thing on the showing the genuine concern, there's concern and then there's too much concern. Like she said, you don't want to like throw it up on anyone's face. Everyone knows what they're going through, or in the back of their head, they kind of know they got a good glimpse of things. It's just, that's not what you want to hear.
Yeah.
Like, say you're going to die. You don't want to hear that you're going to die. I know I'm going to die. Let me make the most of my life.
Let's pack up and go to the coast. Let's go here.
Yeah.
Let's do things that we ain't never did. If you don't die, you don't die happy. You die in the sky. We're going to skydive today. Something where you can really uplift and get them out of their funk. Mm-hmm. But if you with your man or your woman, you could kind of read their body language to know. As I tell people, you can kind of read a whole story by just seeing somebody without them saying anything.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I can go in a room and I can almost, if I sit there long enough and stare at people, I can almost tell you their whole life story. And I'd be like close to being 100% right. Mm-hmm. Because I'm paying attention to the reaction to one another and their relationship. And those are things that we do not pay attention to. We want to just hear somebody's words. And sometimes we can't talk.
Yeah.
Like, I would have never known I was depressed. So Chris would have said, "You depressed." What the hell you mean depressed? I didn't know I was depressed until I was crying in the clothing, the dressing room. No, that's not wrong. This doesn't even make sense. Mm-hmm. Why are you crying? Like that. But he couldn't have told me I was depressed because I didn't know I was depressed.
Yeah.
So then I'd have like, fool, you depressed. You know, I'd have been mad.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't need to do that. We don't have to always prove we know everything.
Yeah, exactly.
That was a good question. I like that one. I like that one.
So, and then how do you feel like handling as the person? How do you feel like what is the best thing that you should do? Just try to work your way out of it? Just keep continuing with life?
But if you're not like clinically diagnosed as depressed, really what that person needs is just encouragement.
Mm-hmm.
Just a consistent, constantly encouragement. The same work efforts that we got to do to start our own business, to be on YouTube or be a content creator, to be a grandma, and all that. It takes work and effort, and you just got to be there for them to kind of like sometimes snap them out because sometimes you just don't know you're there.
No, what if you're the person that needs to be snapped out?
That's what I'm saying. Encourage.
You just need
encourage
or what?
No, they need to encourage you.
Oh, you.
Because me, I don't know. If I didn't know I wouldn't have been able. I can't tell you, like, because I didn't know I was depressed.
Yeah.
Now I remember I was going through some issues, and I remember telling Chris, either you're gonna go on the bandwagon with me, or I'm gonna leave you behind. But I'm doing what I gotta do. And I wasn't saying like as a divorce, but I'm gonna go because I gotta get back to the old Lenora. This chick right here, that's here. I'm not having it. So I don't know if that was me before I was getting into a depression, but I remember having that conversation with Chris, like I'm please catch me if you catch me. You know, that's
Mother
what I
Earth,
was.
She said self-love, meditation, and motivation.
Yeah. Sometimes we get out of it.
Exactly. You don't even realize you cut out the groove. You're like, oh snap. Let me get back to it.
Exactly. But you do.
You gotta always make sure you're doing that check-in with yourself. Are you really where you need to be? Are you doing the things that make you happy consistently?
Well,
you're not always gonna be happy.
We gotta always encourage ourselves to love each other.
Exactly.
Love ourselves. Like,
love ourselves,
how many times are you in the mirror talking to yourself and telling yourself wonderful things? Can you actually look in the mirror and tell yourself positive things without going talking about other stuff or without talking about something negative that you did? Can you look in the mirror and say, Lenore, you're beautiful, you're an encourager, you're this, you're that, without saying, well, if you could do this or you could do that, or you too big, or how many times can you say something positive without no negative, without saying anything about somebody else, or without bringing in your kids? How many times can you say something positive without any of those things coming in there? Because a lot of times that can almost tell you if you're close to being depressed, because you're neglecting yourself when you're depressed and putting your all into somebody else. So if you're neglecting yourself and putting your all into somebody else, that's a sign that you're going into depression or you're depressed. My opinion only. That's my opinion.
Yeah, this is not medical advice.
This is not medical advice. Because I've seen a lot of people, and I'll be like, what the heck is going on? And that's when I realized, you look at their behavior, they put their oomph into everybody except themselves. And it's like, you got to care about yourself. And society makes it seem like you're wrong for loving and caring for yourself. But society wants you to stay depressed. Society wants you to stay in a circle, because then you can have to pay for all this medicine to get yourself out of it, which all it does is put you in a deeper
state. Yeah.
And that's it. As much as I can say about that, and it's sad.
It really
is. It's really sad. Listen, watch a commercial. They're telling you about the medicine. Now look at all the commercials. If you gave your baby this formula, you can call and sue, because that formula causes autism and it's just everything. And you got parents feeling bad. You got this, and you be like, I wouldn't have given my baby this if I would have breastfeed, or if I wouldn't have let my baby get those shots, and all the stuff that we.
Now you feel so guilty.
Yeah.
Over something you didn't have no control over.
Yeah, and they're telling you your kids can't go to school if they don't get the shots. But now you have shots that cause the kids autism and this and that and ADHD and all that. And, we don't know what we're doing anymore. And we're trying to believe what they tell us, but you can't. The government ain't got your back. The government got money back. And the government is so far behind in debt that they're trying to get their way out of debt. So they are very money motivated. It is not about your selling and we got too many people on the planet. So they're trying to get rid of half of us. So yeah, they got all this new stuff to tell you to take.
No, certainly.
Oh, there you go.
Unfortunately.
And then they tell you about it, and we so silly. Yeah, I'm gonna get that. And a lot of times the medicine that they tell us that we have to take is the reason we, at the end of all the negative stuff, it tells you, okay, you constipated. So now, oh, it's gonna give you diarrhea, it's gonna give you stomach burn, it's gonna do this and that and that, and at the end, and it may cause constipation. And you know what? I took the medicine so I wouldn't be constipated.
Exactly. It's like it just seems a little redundant.
Yeah.
But
so think about that when you guys are on your mission of understanding. Like, listen to what God is telling you, because there's so much stuff on this earth that will heal you, and we sitting up here not doing it. Like, I need to be drinking my tea every day. My silly butt drinks it when I'm ready to sell it. Mm-hmm. I need to drink it every day because it's made to help in everything. It's made to help even relieve stress. It's made to do a lot of stuff. But I'm over here not taking it. Drink your stuff. And I get mad at his mother for the same mother as control. And I'm like, take your stuff every day. 10 times a day if you have to. Go ahead.
You said go ahead?
Yeah.
I ain't got nothing else really to say. I mean, we had a good conversation. I feel like all around. My one question had some miles on it, you know?
Yeah.
They had good talk about that one question I had. Yeah.
So the good relationship questions, y'all have been on it. Like, y'all are really killing it with the relationship questions. I love it. I enjoy it. Yes. We're going to be able to do it later when Chris heals his foot before I go over there and jack his foot up.
Oh, wow. Oh,
then I can go pick up he can go pick up our daughter. Then we can do it a little later. Yeah. But yeah. Anything else?
Yeah, I'm cool. I enjoyed the conversation, enjoyed the talk. I had a good time with relationship advice.
Yeah, it was wonderful. We appreciate you guys. And I got to make some videos. I said I was going to start doing shorts and TikTok. And I'm trying to do all these coloring things for our coloring contest so everybody can know about it. And also, we got to put some up on our community tab.
Exactly.
And then we got to make some songs.
Logan's did just say something. They said, it's like you got to take more meds to counteract the side effects from the ones that's supposed to help you.
Exactly.
So it's like you're taking this medication because, well, this one has a certain thing when you take it with this and they work together. But then to fix that, what that has going on, you have to take this so it can stabilize it. But then it might be too much. So you need to just tone down just a little bit. You have to take this medication. All of a sudden, you got a list of about 10 pills that you got to take daily.
And we'll listen to the doctors over our own self. That's what I get mad about. We listen to doctors before listening to what God gave us the knowledge to do. And God has put everything on this earth to heal us.
Logan said, Elijah and his one question. Lord. Hey, I'm supposed to come prepared with at least 3. You can assure me with just one. I'm going to make sure I have at least one.
Yeah, I'm just proud that he had a question, y'all. Y'all don't know. I almost did a backflip, but I have a flat baby, and I didn't need us both to be hurt. You know what I mean?
Oh my goodness! Yeah, it's really unfortunate, and as we kind of try to turn it to relationship advice, you having a partner that has so much to take, so much medication, so much medical dependency. It has to be a very difficult situation.
Exactly.
Logan said, yes, I gotta get that. I gotta buy that book.
Yeah.
She gotta buy that book. Yes, it's in the description of that video. And what else is there really to say? It's in the description of that video. All the information is over there. I would drop you the thing though. I mean, I'm sure you don't need it, but I'll just drop it just because I can, All right, so right here is our link tree. It has all this stuff. It has our website. It has where to get the books.
Yeah.
Even has some other information like her other books and the Create Your Own comic book that's not on there. That's not the challenge is not about that. We should actually do a challenge for the Create Your Own comic book. Okay. That'd be a good one.
Okay, sounds good to me.
That could be
well, once we finish this one, we're gonna do that one.
That's a next year project.
Oh, you get it next year. Y'all, we starting early next year. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Yeah.
He just kept going over this way. I don't know where he was trying to go.
That's what's going on. That's what's going down.
So yes, I'm working on purple. I'm trying different colors. Because like I said, my mom was like, oh, that just seems hard. And I'm like, really? It's just hard getting the colors and switching them up and remember what colors you use.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm working on now. But yeah. But we love you.
We truly do.
We got to go because they're going to make me cook dinner tonight. And I don't know what that is about.
Yeah, she got things to do. She got to handle some business. I don't know why you're looking at me. I got to handle some business too. Got me cooking chicken and stuff. Like, how does this stuff happen?
Yeah.
We have just
and then he got to make mashed potatoes and everything.
Yeah, see, and I don't know how that happened. I don't know if y'all getting mashed potatoes. We have mashed potatoes in the fridge.
So y'all, if y'all don't see it light tomorrow, y'all got riches.
Make sure y'all get ready for game time tomorrow,
Yes.
Thursday, 4:30 Pacific Standard Time.
Money time, game time.
Yes, we do got cash prizes on our game time now, so we doing it. Make sure you bring yourself, bring some family, bring some friends.
Yeah.
Share it around.
Share it around.
We're gonna hop
share it
up
around.
off this relationship advice
Yeah.
live. With that being said, we're gonna say what?
We're going to say, remember to love and live.
Each day
as if it were your last.
Smooches, take care. Thank you for coming in. We appreciate all of y'all.
Yo, L&L. L&L. Woo, woo, woo. Love and Live Show. It's hot, 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 taste it hot. I'm ready. Love and Live. Let's go. Love and Live Show. Motivation speakers. Positive affirmation. Tune in every week. We need a Monday family meeting. Eli always cheating. Relationship advice on Wednesday so you don't go creeping. Thursday game time. Come in and unwind. Friday night shout out time. Creators grind and shine. Pop up at the pop up. Shop up at the shop up. Get your bomb.com seasons for your potluck. Tropical morning for your royalty. Love and Live empire bringing all the heat. Heat. It's time to turn up. You wanna taste that heat? Try to taste the heat. Hot sauce. That's